Hi. Hi, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live and work in Scotland. And it's time for my Facebook Live. I'm just getting set up. I think we're looking good. So just getting started. And hopefully some people come in and talk to me while I'm crafting. So just giving it a moment or two. If you're in, come in and say hello. The fire's on, the coffee's out. Hi Andrea, how are you doing? Must get a chat with you, Mrs. Yeah. So yeah, nice to see you popping in to see what we're up to. We're having a bit of a fun time today. We're going to be using the Snailed It. Sweet. Just landed on my desk yesterday, so it's happy, clappy, cheerful, with a wee bit of Valentine's idea coming in. So yeah, just perfect to cheer us all up in this miserable, miserable day. So yeah, so hopefully some more people will come in and have a chat with us. I've got my coffee and my cup that I won from my team leader. Oh hi Rails, how are you? Have you all got a cuppa and a wee seat by the fire? I hope you haven't had to go out in our horrible rain. I know you've probably got warm weather, Rails, so you think we're bonkers. Hi Lee, and you come? Nice to see you. So yeah, I'm just going to play. So today we are going to make some cards. I'm going to use this suite anyway today. I was planning on using it because I'm going to do my team recognition today and send out some cards to them. So I thought some of them have achieved some great things. So I thought you Snailed It is pretty good, fun sentiment. And I just adore these stamps here. So and they're just perfect for colouring in. So we'll maybe do some colouring, and I've also done a bit of cutting out, so I'll show you. But anyway, I'll let you see the stamp set. It's fantastic. So that on its own would be fun because you could stamp these, you could fussy cut them, you could colour them in and do lots with them. But then of course with Stampin' Up! We don't stop there. In the suite we've got this beautiful baker's twine, we've got the lovely Blushing Bride and our white, basic white. And then we have some lovely resin heart embellishments. So we've got red hearts and white hearts. You could use these on any cards. It's just, so treat yourself to a pack of these when you're ordering the stamp set, because these are gorgeous. You know, if you can't run to the whole suite, then you know, just get some bits. The designer series paper, I took out half of the pack of paper this morning. Slept late, so I just came straight to my desk and started preparing some bits and pieces. So see this paper, it's wonderful because you can fussy cut. So you can just cut out the shapes, nice solid black lines, so you can cut the shapes out. Some of it is fabulous. So it's all, sorry I didn't show you, it's all double-sided. So look at this with the hearts, so you could use that. You don't necessarily have to use it with this suite. The same with this, it's just like, remember that you used to play at school? Hi Joanna, and you come, lovely to see you. I know it's just landed with me yesterday, so I'm just, see this, it's like, I don't know if you did it at school, you took your pencil and you basically took a line for a walk, swirled it all over, and then you coloured all the wee bits in. Well, that's what that reminds me of. But I think it's meant to be reminiscent of snail slime. You know, they leave a trail behind them. So yeah, so they can be cut out. I've cut a few of these toadstools out, or mushrooms, whichever way you want to look at them. Then there's this one where it's just little wee snails in the background. And a nice stripe pattern, which is a nice background. Obviously I can't use it all today, so you'll see it coming over in the next few weeks. Look at this with Blushing Bride and Real Red. It's really lovely together like that. It's a great background. That'd be fab in Valentine's cards, etc. You could cut these ones out as well. They're just cutes. It's just cutes value. And just like, you know, some Happy Mail background. And there's that looks like kind of the outline of stamps. And then this one with wee back blushing bride, I can't say it. I've got blushing bride background, and then just the wee toadstools. And this one with the hello, hello in different languages, bonjour, hello, hello. So yeah, so, and wee hearts, so wee speech bubbles. So yeah, nice background. You could cut these out, and there's your sentiment on your cards. So you don't, if you don't have the stamp set, we can do that with just the paper. So great. Let's just so what I've got out today is I've got out a pack of our note cards and envelopes. So, and what I did was then I measured the shape. So it's 12.8 or almost 12.8 centimetres by 9, just about 9 centimetres is roughly what. So then I cut a piece of designer series paper at 12.4 by 8.6, and it just sits nicely on there, so we can use either side. So I'm thinking that would be quite good to start. So I've got the whole pack of them out. Obviously we won't make the whole pack. So you get 20 note cards, and you get these in the new basic white. So 20 note cards and 20 envelopes. These are ones I'm using up. These ones are still the whisper white, but we have changed to basic white. And the card if I'm stamping on card, it's the basic white, which you can see is slightly brighter, but the difference is so slight. We'll just use up all our whisper white first. But I've got that out as well. It's just every bit as smooth. In fact, sometimes I think it's even smoother than the other one was. So I don't think we've lost anything by the changeover, that's for sure. So yeah, so 20 envelopes, 20 note cards. They're smaller than the normal card size that we normally do here. It's smaller than our A6, but just cute, and we'll go through the post, no bother. And the other benefit, now I have this out for something else that I'm doing, but the mini pumpkin box, paper pumpkin boxes that we have here, these note cards and envelopes fit in there perfectly. So you could use that to send out a set of cards to a friend, which is kind of what I'm thinking I might do, yeah. So is everybody okay? Is anyone else in that hasn't said good morning? Good morning, LaDonia. So we've got Andrea, Rails, Lee, Joanna and LaDonia so far. So I have said hello. So I'm just going to create, what I was going to show you was the dies. So I've got my wee magnetic dish here. Having a mechanic husband was good, because then I can put them in there and I'm not going to lose them. So you've got various dies in here. So you've got one that cuts out a wee envelope. I've cut a few bits and pieces out. I have fussy cut a few things. So there's what that cuts out, your wee envelope. So isn't that fab? So cute. It's like that. And then we've got one that cuts out a wee card that's the size to go in there. So I'm thinking that might be kind of like that, and or like that. And then we've got a background piece that I've die cut out. It's got glue on it, but we'll sort that. I've fussy cut out some toadstools, and I've die cut out a few hearts and bits, so they might get used, they might not. So we've got dies that cut out this. Where's the stamp set? So we've got dies that cut out the three big, that one, and that one, and that one. Whoops. And I'm guessing this one might fit in the postage stamp punch. I'll have a look in a wee while. But you've got hello, you've got mail, happy mail enclosed, and you've snailed it. I just think it's fun. So let's just play. And then you've got extra dies that just cut out wee toadstool shapes. So yeah, what's not to like? Loads of fun. Loads of fun. So let's just have some fun. I just pop these in there because I don't want to lose them. And the good thing is it's got 2 hearts and 2 of the little mushroom toadstools. So yeah, you've got loads to do. They are handy, Katrina. Hiya. So I didn't see you slipping in there. Hi, Katrina. Yeah, so just going to play. So yeah, just see what happens. Nothing prepared except like bits and pieces prepared, but not made a card with it yet. So I just wanted to, but I don't know where my bone folder is. That's it started. We've not even made a card in them. Where's this? Where's that? Here we go. The other thing I've brought out is the colours of ink that are in the paper, just so that we're going to work in that colour palette. So we've got Bermuda Bay, Grey, Basic Grey, Blushing Bride, Daffodil Delight and Real Red. These are all the colours that are in the paper. So the good thing, that's the great thing in Stampin' Up, is we can mix and match so easily because all our colours coordinate through the range. So it's the best. It's why I joined. It's why I joined up, because I wasted so much money trying to mix and match things together. I'm just going to have a slurp of my coffee. Well, it's too hot. Ooh. Go. Okay, so I'm just going to just make this one up as we go along. So I thought that was a nice background. So let's just glue it down. Let's see if the glue will work. It's not been opened this morning. See, these are, you can fussy cut them out as well. So both sides of the paper are fab. Oh, hello Elaine, good morning, and you come. I hope I put my head up and have a look at comments every so often. I hope I don't miss anyone. So Katrina, you had on your Scentsy page this morning what you do first thing, pretty much, what was it, something about it that frames the rest of your day or something. So I actually slept late and I came straight to my craft desk with my coffee to get ready for you guys. So but I did have a wash and brush my teeth as well, but so I'm hoping that crafting is my day. That's my plan. I've got a plan to talk to a couple of people on calls and then craft my wee heart out. So I'm thinking what we've got in here. You know, let's not make it, let's take that off, though I've got a glue rubber. I don't know how I do it, but I get glue everywhere. But we have, there's solutions. Now, Stampin' Up no longer sell these, however, you get them in most craft stores, and you can certainly get in that large internet company. So I've not, this one I've cut out and it was on the edge of the paper, so I'm not worried about that because that can go at the edge of my card, so we don't need to waste things. So we've got some more here, so I'm just maybe not have a snail in this one. Where have I put the stamps? Right, so I've not even got them on their backs, what do you call them, yet. So I'm thinking this one you've got mail might be nice. Or actually thinking more, what have we got? You snailed it. Then we can fussy cut a snail just to show you that you don't have to stamp everything. Because if you're not in the mood for colouring, or you don't have time for colouring, to cut the shapes from your designer series paper is perfect. So let's just, I think cut out one of these guys. Look at him with his moustache. So we just quickly, I'll take him from, I'm just taking him out from the paper. Is it even like these wee eyes? You know, you can still, you could have somebody peeking up like that. So don't waste that. Keep it. Hi Karen, in you come. Oh, Victoria and Anna Harrod, my goodness. In you come, guys. Busy morning today. So have you all managed to get a wee seat by the fire? Except Rails, obviously, and Anne Harrod, you probably don't want to be beside the fire. You can go and sit by the fan in the other corner. You'll still be able to talk to everybody. So I just think because this has got a lovely easy black line, just use it. Look at his moustache. And do you know what? I think we communicate with each other digitally, and that's fine and it's instant. But never ever underestimate the power of snail mail. Seriously. To receive a real card or letter in the post. And I'm going to challenge everybody today to send a card or a letter in the post before you go to bed tonight. Get one ready to post tomorrow to someone that might not be expecting to hear from you in that format. Oh, hi Deborah, or Debbie, in you come. See, when you put your formal names on it, I know you by another name, and then I never know whether I've just assumed I can call you that or not. I think I've always called you Debbie. Oh, you've still got some googly eyes? Yeah, I probably will. My eyes are googly. I've got a tub of googly eyes too. That's a fantastic idea. Yeah, dig out your googly eyes and make these even more fun. Do you know, we just need a wee bit of fun and we need a bit of a laugh. So yeah, I'm just cutting out. So if we have that about there in our whoops. I'm just kind of making this up as I go along, as you can see. Which is the way to go. So we've got a bunch of mushrooms, toadstools. We'll have them over here, and we need a sentiment here. And what did I say? What have we got ready here? You snailed it, yep. And I've not even put that on the sticker yet, but let's just... Oh yeah, you could use the spring thing. So I'm going to put the sentiment. I'm just using real red here, just sticking in with the... Could use black because everything is done in black. So I'm putting that there, and then we'll just assemble it. You snailed it! So let's just pop our first card together and see where we go. So going to pop that maybe about there, do you think? And then this toadstool's just there, and that just, yeah. Right, I ask you and then I just do it. Yeah, those wee spring things would make these fun. I tell you what, I don't know if any of you followed Kate Bolt. I've forgotten Kate's. So if you follow me on YouTube, on Monday this week we did a romance theme, and Kate, who's in the same collaboration as me on the Stamp Around UK video hop, and that's part of it. I'm off in a blether here, and Kate in that video hop, so if you go to my video and then go to the description box below, you'll be able to find Kate Bolt and go to her video, because she did a Valentine's card using this sweet, and it's gorgeous. I've just got some dimensionals out, just well, like a bit of dimension in my card. So these cards are probably going out to my team with my team recognition this month. It's kind of what, because they've all done absolutely amazing. So each month I like to recognise that. And if you are thinking of getting some Stampin' Up products, if you're new, if you don't already have a demonstrator, I'd be delighted to talk to you about the best offer in the catalogue, which is to sign up. There's no obligation to run a business, just a hobby is fine, and you get discount after that. But the sign up offer is fantastic just now. You get, on top of all the usual, you get an extra 5 packs of Designer Series paper, and that offers on till the 28th of February. So yeah, have a chat to me about that if you've been thinking that you need some craft supplies so you can get started. There we go. So there's a simple card. You can carry on and decorate as much as you can. So that's a start anyway, so we'll pop that one there. This time I kind of want to use this, my wee envelope here. So what sentiment from the stamp set fits it, and the other question is, where have I put my stamp set? So is there something, hello would fit on there, and one of the hearts. I would show you how to mount your stamps onto the sticky bits, but we only have an hour and we're marching through it already because I've blethered so much. Oh, my coffee's still too hot. Right. So I'm thinking a wee bit here. It hurts, honestly. Right, so let's just pop the wee heart. Take the backing paper off or it won't stick to anything. I'm thinking I'll put the wee heart on the back of here. Oh no, I'll be able to use the embellishment, right. Change that. Hello. This is just fun, and I've also received this week the succulents set and Hey Girlfriend, and I didn't know what to play with this morning, but when I looked at them and it was such an awful day, I just thought, oh, let's do the Snailed it, because it's just so much. It's whimsical, it's fun. So let's pull in another colour here. We've got Bermuda Bay. I'm going to put hello. Oh, it's so cute. Look at the font. It's just lovely. And then I think actually, you think I didn't own any more blocks? I'm using one block all the time. Maybe I can get some love on there too. So it doesn't have to always be the full heart, because now you know that that's hearts on there. And actually, the other thing you can do, I keep forgetting to show you, is if you stamp on your grid paper, and I recommend you put a pack of that in your starter kit. Put that in the bag. I should have done it stamped off twice, but that's cool. It's okay like that. So I showed you nothing. Oh, hi Renee, how are you? Oh, Paul, hiya. In you come. Have you all got a seat by the fire and a cuppa? So let's see if we can assemble this and then decide what we're doing. So if I knew where my glue dots were, they would be ideal for this, but the usual, don't know where anything is in the morning. So I'm just going to put a wee teeny dot. Come on. It'll be quicker looking for my... Why does that... It worked a minute ago and then it won't work now. But the tiniest wee dot that I'll do for the moment, and then I'll have to deal with that. Right, so there we go. Let's just hold that a minute till that glue takes a hold. Then we can pop that in. So what we've got more background papers cut here too, so what do you think? No, that's too something. Let me just have a quick, I need a card, don't I? So as I say, there's 20 cards in here. Are you hot, Renee? You won't be wanting a seat by the fire either, will you? Such extremes in the world just now. And I'm really sorry, my friends in Australia. It looks like your horrible fire season is starting again. So my son just sent me a picture this morning. He's in Western Australia and there's a big fire north of Perth at the moment. And he's even further north than that working just now, and the mine site he's working on has just been there. They've got flooding going on. So even as simple as that, and not even a single snail on here. I just need, this is not stuck properly. This is an issue. I wonder if my glue dots are in the drawer. No, nothing's jumping out at me this morning, is it? Right, I need to put a bit more glue on here then. I hate it when I know I've got something and it just... But my desk is an absolute riot just now, so it's not surprising. So let's just pop a bit more glue there. It's flowing now, so we'll pop one there. And then pop that over. There's a lot of extra glue there. Hold it tight. But yeah, that's better. So I'm going to just pop this on here, and then we'll do some stamping. We'll do a bit more. We'll stamp a snail for the next card, I think. And do a bit of colouring maybe. So I usually... For the Facebook Live on a Thursday, the Cuppa and Cards, I do try to keep it relatively simple. Let's not overcomplicate things. So this time we're doing a portrait card. And I think we'll just pop that on there with a wee dimensional or two. Just put, oh, thanks for the love, whoever's sending the love. So, and then we can put, now if you're using this as a Valentine's card, you could write your wee secret message on the back of that and just pop it loosely there. But this one's not really getting anything secret on it, so I'm just going to pop a dimensional that will hold it in place. And then just kind of, there you go, like that. And it's as simple as that. There's a simple card. Is that pretty or is that pretty? Do you know, I don't think you need much more on that. But what you could do is bring out these bits. Where are we? So you can then pretty it up. It's great as it is. It needs nothing else. But then that doesn't mean we're not going to give it something else. So we'll get my take your pick tool. And then we can just pop a wee heart there. And then we've got this gorgeous baker's twine. Oops. I've never had Blushing Bride baker's twine before, and it's a nice fine baker's twine. It's not the thick one, it's gorgeous. Well, it's a bit, yeah. Oops. So I'm not able for tying bows on my own, I'm useless at it. But, oh, we've lost one of these. One of these will come out. I just was going to do a little tiny wee bow with this. This is my non-joiner husband made me this. It's fantastic. Because I had the plastic glitter girls one and I broke it. Right, where's my snips? Look at the desk, it's just coming in on top of me already. Oh, where did I put it? Lower the one. I'm just going to cut this off here. And then just basically going to wrap it around a couple of times. And then cross these over. Stick one through underneath. Bring that. Tie one normal knot if your fingers will let you. Mine are being a bit silly this morning. And tie that knot tightly. Well, pull it off. Don't pull the prong off every time, but I'll need to find the other bit of doweling for there. And voila, we have a tiny wee bow. Well, however, we don't have a glue dot because I don't know where I've put them. Nightmare, Janice. Oh, do you know what? I've just seen where they are. I knew they were around. I knew they weren't far. They were just hiding. And sticking to the thing for my scissors. Look. Wonder if I can get that one off there. Oh no, it's there. Right, let's see if I can get that off. No. That's too clever, eh? Just, you know, faff about and get it the way you want it. Get your glue dot. Come on. Ooh. Okay then, my envelope's come open. Thank goodness I found my glue dots. That's it, that's where glue dots are just great. They're the best things. What is it they say? The best thing since sliced bread. Not that I'm really a lover of sliced bread, but hey. Just going to put a wee bow on the side of this envelope just because I can. There you go. That took a bit of fiddling, but we got there. Hi Helen, in you come. So yeah, there you go, another card. So we've done 2 and we've got nearly half an hour left, so let's stamp a snail. And I do have some of our new basic white here cut, and let's get our stamps. She's having one of those wee moments where she doesn't know where she put the stamps because she showed you, that's it, because I showed you the other stamp sets that I bought. So let's have a look which one. Oh, what about this one with the presents? And we'll colour it in. Hi Caroline, in you come. If there's anyone who I've not said hello to, just give me a shout. So I think we'll stamp this one and we'll colour it in, and I think we'll find Wink of Stella and colour it in with some of the inks that we've got out already, do you think? So we'll stamp him in the basic grey, the outline, and then we'll colour him in. And I think because I've got this halo thing, I think I might use that for the background on the card because I've got it cut already. And we'll just get this snail. Don't know why I'm getting so much ink on them. Look at me, I'm doing all the things that I tell other people not to do. So we'll do this and then we might look at die cutting them out so you can see how the dies work. It's just lovely just like that. It's just so fun. Maybe I'm easy amused, but... So if I see if I've got a Wink of Stella, what do you think I've got in my tub here? This of course is meant for makeup and things like that, but it's what I use. One of these Wink of Stellas is quite new, but I've forgotten to mark them, so I don't know which one works best. And then what I like to do is I like to use the ink. So what I did here, what I do is I squeeze as hard as I can because it's a foam pad, and I get a bit of ink in there, and then pick it up, the colour with my Wink of Stella, and then I'm going to give him a blue. And then just use this in the same way as you use your watercolour brush. And what I'm going to do now is just do oh, the eyelashes are gorgeous. Yeah, that's which is why I'm going to die cut it, because I'll never be able to fussy cut around them very well. So, and then just this end bit's all Bermuda Bay, and then I think I'll just use the Wink of Stella and do it a bit lighter. I've gave him the bigger stripes, but we need a bit. It's just getting the, so just keep putting the dark on there, and then you bring your colour in just that wee bit lighter there. So he's got a nice sparkly shell. So what colour will we, I think we've got some daffodil yellow there, so let's pop that on for his body. So then I'm just going to clear off my my cloth isn't here either. Oh well, I've got an old chamois that I've not even wet in time for us to start. It's damp from yesterday, but let's open our daffodil. Squeeze it really, you have to really squeeze tight. If you're not able to do that, then you can just dab a bit from your pad onto a block. So we're going to give him a yellow body. So when you first load your pen up, obviously it's darker, so do the bit that's shaded, that would be shaded, and just, you know, the artist that made this drawing in the first place has kind of given you an idea of where that will be. Just give him a sparkly body. Is he cute or what? Maybe bring the yellow in on one of the parcels, the top parcel, I think. Y'all guys all still there? Are y'all okay? Who's fallen asleep by the fire? I've just realised I've not put any power into my phone and it will run out. Let me just stop for a minute and sort that. It's a definite feeling of mine that I forget to do that. I have everything set up, so are y'all still there? Yeah, you are, Karen. Thank you for that. Because I hadn't seen anything since Anne had put a snap, crackle and pop. And made me remember my recipes when I was a wee girl. And then we'll just bring in some real red for the bottom parcel. And clean that off. So again, just normally have a bit of rag, but I'm going to wash this out in a wee while anyway, so be fine. I'm glad you're still here, Helen. Are you still awake? There we go. So there you go, that'll be fine. Let's work out how we can die cut this in this tiny wee space that we've got here. I'm just going to pop these out of the way just now. You're all captivated, really. You've probably seen come on, Janice, going with it. So I'm just going to cut this out here because I'm going to use my wee baby machine. And then, which die is it we need? Here we go. It'll be this one. Problem I'm thinking is I probably should have cut it out before I coloured it, because if that Wink Stella's not properly dry, we'll get a bit of a mess, but hey ho, let's just go for it. Right, looking for some washi tape. Always keep your bits of washi tape because they're handy. I don't want this to slip because I want it lined up. Wink of Stella is fantastic, Paul, because it gives you a sparkle when you're working. It makes me feel arty when I use our pens and things. Right, and my wee machine, in you come. This is just fabulous for on your desk. I just keep it at the side of me. It was on the floor just now because I've got my laptop here to do my live. You don't need to bring it back, but because I had taped it down, that's not going to, just makes it easier to be stretching across in front of you guys. There we go. And then when I'm working, because I'm messy, this is important. I use my magnetic tray to put them in when I take them out, because that way I know when I'm finished the dies will still all be there too. So I'm actually thinking that's not, that's too, that kind of just doesn't work. So I'm not really, I like it that, but I'm not really getting it either, so I'm going to see for something else. But I think we might need to, let's see what we got. Oh, his colours are a bit like that one, aren't they? But then he just gets lost there. So, but the way to change that up is to get a colour that's in there. I just so happen to have a scrap of Bermuda Bay now. See, if he was on that, he's going to show up much more. So let's cut a piece of Bermuda Bay with, why don't we cut out the background shape and give him something to sit on. So let's just do that. How am I doing for time? Yeah, we've still got time to finish this nicely. And I'll have done 3 cards, so that's okay. And we've got bits that, I've got bits in the box that I can pop on with that. So again, we just pop the first 2 plates on, put my bit of card there, my die, and then just take the top plate. And with this little machine, if you just slightly offset it and put the top one ahead of the bottom plates, it just grips easier and away you go. And just to show you, one pass through this machine, and it has cut that out beautifully. See if he's on there. Then I was thinking, we could have cut out one of these. Well, yeah, he could be going to one of my French friends, so I could cut out the bonjour. So let's give him a wee speech. So just, you know, we'll cut him out a wee speech bubble. To make use of what you've got and just play. So relaxing. Even though you guys are all watching me, I'm totally chilled because I'm just playing. So who else is going to craft today? I've not even had my shower yet. I brushed my teeth and had a wee wash, but I've not even had my shower. So I'm just going to have a shower, but I'm probably just going to put on clean pyjamas because I'm not going out in that. It is foul out there. Are you going to craft today, Anne Harrod? That's good. Are you not, is this early morning for you, Milk? No. Are you not going to bed? You're going to be making some cards. And Harrod, I'm just, oh, you're making Valentine's cards, Caroline. Okay. So I hope I'm going to see some of these cards on social media. So I'm just going to use this simply because it's here. So again, just, whoops. This glue, it's got a wee bit something stuck in, so it's, when it's coming out it's like overflow, but we'll have to I'll have to sort it out. So again, just using the designer series paper, and use it. Don't just sit and admire it. Don't. There's a few people in here, I reckon, don't use their designer series paper much. They buy it because they like it, and then they sit and stroke it, and they don't want to cut it up. And then this time next year they've still got it. Right. So if we pop this just, so that can go in the middle. We'll pop him on with a dimensional. Da 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 da. 3. Don't want the 4th, but I'm actually going to pop this on with dimensionals too. Let's give it a bit of lift and interest. Whoops, come on. Yay, how do I know? Because I've been there. I do it myself sometimes. Sometimes if there's a paper I really, really like, I buy 2 packs of it so I can keep 1 pack for admiring. I'm just making this up as I go along here, but I just think if he's on the background, he pops out better. You can see him. And we've got bonjour, and I think we've got some other bits in there that we can pull in. Yeah. So as I say, what I did with this pack was, because you get two of each of the sheets, I've taken out 1 of each of the sheets and kept the rest. Now, what have we still got? We've still got these cards, but we've still got bits in here that I cut out earlier. So I used some of the scraps of the designer series paper and I cut out these little mushrooms. I've still got that wee one. I've got, oh, there's another heart. Cut from just the bits of the designer series paper, so I'm sure, you know, that can stick there. So just stick a bit of glue on the bottom of it so it's stuck. And I'm just using up because, you know, I'll probably lose them if I don't. And then we've got these ones. So again, let's just pop come on, stick. I'm just putting glue on the base. Let's put this one over here. I mean, just make it up as you go along. And then we've got a heart. Have you got a heart? I've got a heart. We'll keep that one for another day. Or lose that one for another day, probably, knowing me. Let's bring in some of these as well. Why not? If you've got it, use it. Whoops. He's a loving snail, and he's got heart spots on his shell. Oops. It doesn't even want to come off there. Oh, for goodness sake. And a guddle. There you go. There you don't go. Come on! I'm being watched. Pay attention. Right. So there we go. Another card. Just simples. You could get all complicated. You can get all complicated and you can have great fun. But these are simple. I've made a mess. Joy. Oops. So if you want the measurement for the layer to cut, if you're doing centimetres, 12.4 by 8.6 gives you just a nice piece that will sit on the card. So we've not even made a dent in this lot, but we've made 3 nice cards just for fun. That one in the middle. So there you go. And we've got 5 minutes to spare. Whew. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you'll come back another. Do you know where did that? I've got this wee heart here and I don't want to waste it. I put far too much glue on there. Just pop it somewhere. Because you know, otherwise it's just going to be wasted. So then I've just stuck it on there and that's fine. So they've all got a bit of dimension. I love these envelopes. I just absolutely adore little envelopes. It's a little weakness. But as I say, you could write a wee secret note in there and pop it right in. Yeah. Thanks very much for coming in and chatting, everybody. I will be putting this up to YouTube later today. I also do hope to come on YouTube live later on today. Not quite sure. I've got quite a busy wee calendar today, but I might squeeze a live in later. Possibly even just come and do a bit more with this lot while it's around. But yeah, thanks everybody. Do you know what? I've got those backgrounds that I did. I've still got them left, the ones that I did on YouTube with the ink refills and splatteries. So I might be able to cut out some snails or toadstools or something from that. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows what will happen later. So yeah, get in touch if you have any questions. Everything I've used today is available to buy from my online shop, and that is JazzleDazzle.stampinup.net. So yeah, thanks everybody. And shrooms. And shrooms. Toadstools and shrooms. Yep, okay Helen. That's cool. So yeah, I'm going to fussy cut more of these out of that paper because these are just amazing. They're just beautiful. Yay. So everyone, enjoy the rest of your day, evening, night, morning, whatever you've got left. Enjoy it, make the most of it and do something for you. And please take on my challenge and please send out 1 card or 1 letter to someone who may not be expecting to receive something from you through the mail. Thank you very much. See you next week.